I will be vetoing the bill.
That is exactly what Governor Eddie Calvo plans to do following the passing of Substitute Bill 145, which included Senator Ben Pangalinan's bond proposal of $180 million, $120 million of which would go towards paying past due tax refunds. Calvo, who had proposed early on for his $343 million bond proposal, paying back all past due tax refunds, hasn't received the bill yet. But based on what was shown on session floor, he's not only concerned about the partial bond borrowing, but also the provision dealing with 50% set aside for the lockbox collections coming in on the business privilege tax.
And that would have meant 50% of that would be for 2012 tax refunds that would not be paid out until January 2013, which effectively means come October 1st, no tax refunds would be paid, because we are now dealing with 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, and 2011. So it would have been disastrous to the taxpayers.
The vote on the budget was 8-7. The 7 senators included the 6 Republicans in the minority and freshman Democrat Senator Dennis Rodriguez Jr. Rodriguez tells KUAM that he passed 3 times, resulting in a no vote due to concern about the revenue projections that were added in the budget and the bond borrowing authorization. He says he shared Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz's request that they wait a few months before proceeding with the bond, but opted to pass instead of voting on something he didn't completely agree on.
No doubt our people need to receive and be paid their tax refunds. Not some of them, but all of them. And so whether we go out on a bond for a smaller or a bigger bond, I think we need to see what our future is. We can't go into this with some uncertainty.
Although Rodriguez reserved comment on the governor's veto plans, Senator Chris Duenas says he supports whatever action the governor needs to take in order to successfully carry out his duties and mandates. Duenas didn't introduce his intended amendment to bring back the governor's bond proposal, but he felt he and his Republican colleagues tried in good faith to negotiate and actively discuss a compromise with the Democrats. But as the votes showed, the Democrats won over.
We did that all the way to the end, and obviously there was not a compromise. So it would not have made sense to have moved something just to show a show of hands or force people to vote a certain way when there was an option all the way to the end, and we held out hope.
Meanwhile, Governor Calvo says he was not going to settle for a $180 million bond that would leave more than $200 million remaining in refunds and thousands of people in the cold. He says the ultimate solution is to pay the refunds all at once and finally stop stealing money from the people of Guam.
I intend to move forward in presenting what is necessary to ensure that we have a budget that handles this upcoming fiscal year and makes good in our obligation to the taxpayers of Guam.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.